That's what I ask myself when your lips touch mine. Could I fall in love on a night?
Anyone would think we were doing an advert for Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle and pop. It's quite ironic, really. This is produced by a company called Popcorn Productions. And my God, it pops. It's a real shame, really. And it's disappointing because this is an absolutely lovely cover. I'm very, very impressed with the cover. And when I first opened it, I thought, bloody hell, yeah, this is really nice. It's a glossy cover. It's obviously a gatefold. It's got some terrific pictures in, obviously from the production of Double Trouble. It's got lots of outtakes. It even comes with 2 CDs. But Popcorn Productions, sort out the sound, come on. I shall demonstrate the pops and crackles again, and I have cleaned this.
That's what I ask myself when your lips touch mine. Could I fall in love on a night like tonight?
Look, you know, I often praise productions of most companies, and I have some particular favourites. And this was the first time I thought I would try Popcorn Productions. Whether or not they've produced anything else, I don't know. And perhaps you guys can let me know. But like I say, when I saw Elvis music from the MGM motion picture Double Trouble, and it was laden with outtakes, I'll order that. And I actually got it on the, probably can't see it on the turntable, but I ordered it on the blue vinyl with some rather quirky labels, which I very much like. But unfortunately, the sound is quite flat. Let's try something else. Oh, now we're more like the original backing.
Could I fall in love?
That's better, isn't it?
For the very
just disregard the snaps and the crackles and the pops.
That's what I ask myself when your lips touch mine. Could I fall in love?
Recorded 18 days, June the 28th, 1966. 18 days after Elvis would record Indescribably Blue. Probably one of the finest ballads from the mid-60s. Elvis was in fine form. I just wish Popcorn Productions had had a bit more clarity on the overall sound quality. Look, maybe it's just dirty vinyl, but like I say, I've cleaned it on my Okinoki machine, as I do every record, and I was left somewhat wanting. Hello, welcome back. I realise I haven't been on for some time, and that's for a very good reason. I've had holidays, I've had birthdays, and I've been extremely busy. Now, you may have seen our latest Through His Eyes. We had tremendous difficulties in getting that one up, particularly in the United States. Now, it's become apparent over the last few months while I've been doing these videos, is that YouTube, or certainly YouTube broadcasting in America, doesn't like the Ed Sullivan, or us using the Ed Sullivan segments, and it clearly doesn't like the 68 special, because if you watch again the All That I Am video production that we did, which, hang on. Well, I never knew that was on here. I can do a bit of karaoke to Old MacDonald. And why wouldn't I? Where was I? Yes, all that I am. They made me mute the part where Elvis stands up before he's going to sing Heartbreak Hotel. Now, bearing in mind, he's not actually singing. He's just stood there and he's saying, my boy, and they made me mute it. So if you do go and watch that one again, you will note that the sound mutes into the part of the segment where it goes into moving on, which I thought was one of the best parts in the videos. But anyway, YouTube has been giving us lots of trouble. And to be honest, that's probably why the last video has suffered somewhat in views, because it was put up, it was blocked. I put it up again, it was blocked. And you only know once you've put it up that it's going to get blocked, because they will just send you an email saying your video's been blocked. And that's happened a lot to me, and it's been very frustrating. I've managed to remain calm, because as you guys know, this can take me 2 or 3 weeks to put one of these into production, and we are on our next one already, which is called Mama's Room. This is a great little video that we're knocking up. I'm currently 3 minutes in. Craig has written a really heartfelt one on this one, and I'm hoping this one gets a few more views. Look, for me, it's not about subs. It never has been. It's about the views, and it's about getting that message out there. As we've always maintained, this is primarily about preserving and telling the story of Elvis in the correct way. And ultimately, it's there for everyone to see for years to come. When we're long gone, my body and Craig's body of work will still be there for many generations. And we hope that it's treated with the respect that it was made with. One of my all-time favourites.
Walk down to the beach at sunset. Look as far as you can see.
Now I can hear that popping, and I assure you it wasn't part of the backing. I wish when companies did productions like this that they would check the overall quality control on some of them, because you don't know what you're buying. You're taking pot luck. Anyway, it wasn't going to be about Double Trouble today, because we've done that one before. We did that last year. I want to show you some new arrivals. Now, look, I just didn't want to sit here and say this came in, that came in, because I'm trying to be creative. However, I haven't had much time to put this one together, but I did want to show you some bits that I got for my birthday. Obviously, I'm sure lots of you have got this by now. I haven't listened to it yet. There's a very good reason for that. I still don't have a CD player, but that will come someday soon, or maybe not soon if the good lady's watching this, in years to come. But this is a fantastic production. Now, I have listened to some of this, obviously produced by Matt Ross Spang. Let's get that right. And it sounds absolutely incredible. I've listened to some bits on YouTube, and this is the best sound that you're ever going to get on this. If you don't have this, you need to get it, because it is selling fast. Right, now, as you guys probably know from looking behind you, I've been into collecting cassettes, certainly over the last year, I would say. And what I managed to pick up, the complete 50s box set, the King of Rock and Roll, sealed for £15. Admittedly, there is no hype sticker, but I can live with that. We also picked up the 60s, sealed. Once again, no hype sticker. But surprise, surprise, that doesn't bother me too much. When you're paying that sort of money and it's sealed, and I will open them at some point, but I just want to see what come in. But now, the 70s on cassette. Now, did this ever come out in the UK on cassette? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it did. If you know otherwise, please let me know. This came all the way from the United States of America. I don't order too much from there anymore, because the shipping costs have just gone through the roof. And since the UK came out of the EU, it's not been advantageous for people in the UK to order from America, to order from Europe, in fact. Everything's just gone crazy. And it is a crazy world we're living in right now, as I'm sure you all are aware. This is sealed also. Yes, it has a little bit of staining on the hype sticker. Doesn't bother me too much. to find one of these in silk condition. I paid it for a very nice price, and it was a total shock to me when I saw it on eBay. I thought, sure we didn't have that in the UK. I'm absolutely delighted to have that. So we have all three on cassette. Now, I left this one till last. Oh, there you go. I put the mute switch on the amp. Stay there. I should have shown you this, or I should have got this one out. I don't know how many of you have got this. Now this I got for my birthday because it was really expensive. £180. What's that in dollars? 210, 220 maybe a little bit more. I don't know. But this is simply fantastic. Now, as a rule, I do not collect FTD CDs really. Yes, I've got the Aloha because I felt that was really special. But I have the making also. I don't know if I've shown you guys this before. But I've also got the making of Fever Las Vegas. Now, I hope they continue the series of these because these are the ones that I really am very interested in collecting because I love to know the history of the movies. Obviously, you know, there's quite a lot of history of Fever Las Vegas in here. And certainly with the making of Jailhouse Rock, this is one set not to be missed. Now, I did see an opening of this on YouTube, and when the guy was flicking through the book, I thought, I've got to have that. So at some point, I will open this. But right now, I'm quite happy to have it in my collection. Look at that for a cover. Absolutely fabulous. Now, I will try and get back to regular videos on Thursdays. This is just as important to me as doing Through His Eyes because this is originally how I started out. But I say the last month it's just been so chaotic. I haven't had an opportunity to sit in front of the camera and give you some quality content. Well, I hope it's quality. You may think otherwise. I know there's lots of other channels that are starting up now, and they tend to offer album reviews, sealed to be reveals and stuff like that. But you know, I've never been too keen on just doing that because I want to give you the history of what was around Elvis at that particular moment in time. And today was just to welcome myself back into the YouTube fraternity, being live in front of a camera again, because it has been some time since I've done it, and sometimes you can get a little ring rusty. Hopefully it's not been too bad of an experience today. We are back. I will be back next week with a proper review. What that will be, I don't know. If you want something, if it's a movie review you want, obviously relating to the music around that time, whether it's in album form as well, I can combine the two. Not that I'm getting stuck for ideas, but if there's something you specifically would like to see and I have it, I will certainly do it for you. So put it in the comments below. This is a free one this time. I do realise that Craig and I still have to do the questions and answers video, and we have the questions. I've just got to get Craig where he's available to come round and we can have a little bit of a repartee with each other and hopefully make it quite fun for you. Like I say, just a short one today. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you haven't seen the latest Through His Eyes, a real decent fine boy, you've got to watch it. It is really good. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. It's good. It's really good. And I'm really surprised at the viewing figures on it. It may be because it was taken down, and so on. And I really do believe that's effective figures. But by the same token, if 50s Elvis, 57 Elvis, 56, 57, 58 doesn't appeal to the masses, I'm shocked. If I look at all of the greatest viewing figures for our Through His Eyes, the ones that get the greatest figures are whether it's about him and Priscilla, whether there is some salacious details there. People tend to be more interested in that than the greatest triumphs in Elvis's life. Now, 1957, January 6, 1957, when he appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show, that was one of his greatest triumphs. To have Ed Sullivan say to him that this is a real decent boy, you're thoroughly all right. That meant the world to Elvis. You've got to watch it, and these are the things that Craig and I are interested in. We're not interested in so much. Well, we're not interested in the drug side of it and the many different affairs, this, that, and the other that he had throughout his life. And I know lots of people find that they are naturally drawn to stuff like that. But for us, it's about the personal achievements, the glory, and the highlights of his career. Yes, we tell all the stories, of course we do. But please, let's concentrate on his achievements as best we can, because that is where the real legacy lies. It doesn't lie in the divorce rather. It wasn't divorces, was it? It doesn't lie in the divorce. It doesn't lie in the prescription drug. It doesn't lie in any of that. It lies in what he left behind for us in terms of his musical achievements, his film achievements, and his humanitarian achievements, and him as a man. That is what we are trying to portray. So please, if you haven't seen it, go and have a look, because I was mightily disappointed that we only appealed to just under 2,000 people. Now, these videos, the Through His Eyes, the girl he didn't leave behind, we're approaching 150,000K on one video on that, and I think it's 130 on another. If that's what people just want to see, then I'm not just going to make stuff like that. We want to concentrate on his personal achievements, because that is entirely what it is about. Anyway, I've covered that. Thank you very much. Popcorn Productions, where are you? There you are. Can I heartily recommend it? No, I'm really sorry to say that. Could I recommend it as an album cover? Yes, but then £65 for an album cover is quite expensive. You'll probably find all of the outtakes on an FTD release somewhere on CD, no doubt. Would it sound better than this? 100%. If it was clean and it was quiet in between tracks and there was less pops and crackles, I'd be okay with it. But it's very flat, and overall I'm very disappointed. But like you say, I've always tried to be honest on this channel. If you have thought about getting that one, think again. I'm not doing the producers of that much justice, am I? But if you're going to put out a product, then please make sure that the quality control behind it is good. See ya.